about 2 weeks away from the release of my new short film, Round. This project has been about 2 years in the making, technically longer. Back in 2009, I was living in Houston, and there was a lot of flooding going on. I watched this video of this guy using a lemon and a plate to prove that the Earth was flat. Initially, I thought it was a joke. I thought to myself, there is no way that somebody could possibly be this stupid. Come to find out, there's actually thousands of these people out there, and lots of videos of people trying to quote-unquote prove that the Earth is actually flat. After watching several of these videos and getting extremely annoyed at some of them, I thought there had to be a story in this. Sam Kinison said, everything can be satirized. Satire is defined as the use of humor, irony, exaggeration, and ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity or vices. In my case, I like to use all of the above. So why Flat Earth? Well, I'm asked that a lot. Honestly, my problem with them is twofold. Number one, the implied insult that the other 99% of the world's population is essentially a bunch of idiots, despite on average having a much higher intelligence and education and much more real-world experience than them. Two, the fact that they contribute to the detriment of the future of humanity. Let me explain. NASA and other space agencies around the world are responsible for some of the greatest advancements in technology that we've seen in our lifetimes, and they are continuing this tradition to this very day. And a lot of these things are things that we take for granted. The camera in your cell phone, memory foam in your mattress, wireless headset, LED lights, CAT scans, just to name a few. All the result of technology that was developed either by or for NASA. Now, at one time, the people that made these aforementioned advancements in technology were just regular kids like us that were enamored with geeky stuff like Star Wars, Star Trek, Firefly, and other sci-fi memorabilia. And that fascination sparked a curiosity in them. That curiosity led to a thirst for knowledge. Somewhere along the line, that journey of learning was nurtured by someone, be it a parent or a teacher. Someone encouraged them to pursue that quest for knowledge, and eventually they became the engineer or inventor or physicist that made that leap for humanity. Flat Earthers are the exact opposite of this. They teach people to ignore science. They reject knowledge from others that are likely more intelligent and more educated than them, and in some cases they encourage people to reject science altogether, claiming it to be some kind of false religion. Scientism, they call it, not to be confused with Scientology. In doing so, they kill the potential of people that might otherwise go on to do great things, to discover new horizons and explore new avenues that we might not have otherwise found. The irony being that they constantly use social media to spread this insanity with enormous hypocrisy, using the same science and technology to smear and tarnish science and technology, and thus deprive future generations of the greatness that they would have found and achieved in their lifetimes. As it stands, these flat earthers have contributed one thing to society, and that is that they make the rest of us laugh and feel smarter about ourselves all the time. And for all you flat earthers watching, the next time you feed your newborn some baby formula or take a selfie to post on the internet, on your Facebook accounts or social media, Twitter, whatever the case may be, or put on your scratch-resistant bifocal lenses, consider the fact that you would not be able to do so if not for the advancements made by NASA. That very agency that you spend all your time trying to discredit and defame. All that technology that you abuse is there because science works. Science shows us that these things are possible. And science also shows us that space is real, gravity works, and that the Earth is a globe. Now some of you will sit there and come to me and say, prove it. I'm not going to. Why should I? It's already been done. Many times, by many people, much smarter than I am, and I know much smarter than you are. So, why bother? After all, I'm not a scientist. I'm a writer. I'm an actor. I'm an entertainer. That being said, everybody be sure to check out my short comedy, Round, coming out this 3/14 of 2020.